Someone asked, what do you see as the biggest barrier preventing the people you work with from saying yes to themselves? Hmm, loaded question. I would actually say that this kind of brings two things to mind. There's the question, I guess, that was asked of what is the biggest barrier preventing folks who've already opted in to some sort of self investment to going deeper into that. But what comes to mind right away though is that what I see, and I was just in another session, or actually it was a podcast about this topic, and where this topic came up, of that I so often see, like, everyone in the world has goals. Like, everybody wants to either be have more money, right, or be skinnier, be healthier, be happier, be better in their relationship, be a better parent. But the biggest barrier that I see, or the difference, quite frankly, in folks who are living the life they want and those who aren't, is just that folks are actually putting action behind those desires that they have. So if you have a desire, what are you doing to activate the desire? So I guess, this can sound critical, so I don't want to come off critical, but one of the things that I used to ask myself along the way in my journey was, and this literally was hard because I most of the time was off, but I would ask myself literally, do your behaviors match your goals? Do your behaviors show that what you say you want for yourself, do they show what you say you want for yourself? And for a lot of times I would, and I don't even know how I started that, but when I started that, I found it to be, it made me uncomfortable. Because many times I would answer, no, I would like to have XYZ outcomes, but if I look at my behaviors, not so much, And so that was the way that I would measure myself. I would say, like, if somebody were just to, like, shadow me without talking to me at all and just be able to sit in the room with me wherever I am throughout the day, would they be able to know without me telling them what it is I want for myself? And if the answer is no, then that was my way of kind of knowing that I need to level up. So, I mean, honestly, I went plenty of time, sometimes months, without that answer at least being a full 100% yes. Sometimes it was like, kinda, so it was something that I did. Um, that was an act. It was an exercise I did for a long time. I don't have to do it anymore now. I really, truly, l- I'm probably on the other extreme of that now, where are you balancing how hard you're going in your activities towards what you want for your life? So there was that. That's the first thing that came to mind when I saw that question, which wasn't really the question. So the question was, what do I see as the biggest barrier preventing the people I work with from saying yes to themselves? So for folks who are already opting in, I think this then starts getting into what results are you getting or not. And so, quite frankly, the next thing that comes to mind is for women. Women seem to very much be prevented from saying yes to themselves because they're saying yes to everyone else and they think that they're supposed to. So we are conditioned to be nurturers, folks who are supposed to take care of everyone else, who's supposed to look out for everyone. We're supposed to be kind, so therefore you're looking out for everyone. So it applies to everyone. I think the biggest barrier to people saying yes to themselves is being of the belief that saying yes to yourself is selfish, or that by saying yes to yourself you don't care about others and you don't want to say yes to them. So it's the myth that I see activated over and over again. And the reality is, if you really want to elevate into high levels of success, and when I say success, I mean it in a very holistic way, then you would have to start saying yes to yourself more than you ever have. And saying yes to yourself means saying yes to the things you need to do for the goals that you have to be activated. And that would also mean you would have to be saying no, or not right now, or not at this time, or not as much. Yeah, but not as much as you ask for, to other people. And I just feel like especially kind and caring people really struggle with that. And I think there's again this assumption that doing that means that you don't care about other people, because I see that people judge and assume that people are on certain levels of success don't care about other people and don't give to other people. But they're sadly mistaken. Most people who are doing it big and have big things, and are successful, are also giving in big ways. We just don't feel a need to tell everyone in the world all the awesome things that we do for other people. So hopefully that answers that question.